How goes it, people? Just gotta make sure my stream's catching up real quick and then we'll get to it. Come on. Okay, never mind, we're good. Y'all can hear the voice. Hopefully y'all can hear the audio in the game. We're starting a new save again. So, we've learned more things. Battlemage. Healing spells cost more, damage spells cost less. We're gonna give it a shot. Because we want to do a damage spell. And healing, I mean, you can just buy potions. Unfortunately, there aren't exactly potions for doing damage. So I think it's a bit better, like, in terms of balance stuff, you know? Okay, let's get our stats. I need to mute the stream because I think y'all can hear it on my phone. Maybe you can't, but I can, and I don't like hearing myself echo. Okay, there we go. Boom. 70 isn't bad. I do like how we have good speed, kind of. There was a button you could press. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah, almost had 20 stat points. That's kind of great. That's kind of insane. We need to get that back. $17 ain't bad, but I saw intelligence at like 60 something with 19 stat points. We're absolutely taking that. Although, well, I mean, we're also gonna like low-key prioritize endurance at the lower levels because it's harder to level up later in the game, and endurance concentrates in such a way that if you don't do it early game, you're like barely gonna get any points. Because when you get to 96 endurance, that's when hello? Okay, thank God I didn't distribute my points. When you get to 96 endurance, I think that's when you get 4 extra HP. It's not a lot, but like I'd like to prioritize endurance early in the game. So we can do shit like that. I forgot it was escape. Now we're just cycling through. It's important we spend a safe amount of time on the creation screen, because you need to make sure you have good stats. It's like vital to the rest of the game. Well, I'm not even tripping with the character creation here because we're doing it like one more time. 82. Okay, speed is 52. Endurance is low. We can fix that. Let's just dump everything into intelligence for right now. 143 spell points ought to be alright. We can work with that. We will save that. We're gonna live with it.
Do not fear.
Dude, my knee itches so bad. It's still stuck in like a brace. But like, damn. It's torture. Low-key. I can turn the game up a little bit. There we go. Already at 700 experience off the rip. Okay. Little ruby key. Boom. And now we're gonna save right here. I don't like that. And I think battlemage can use any weapon. Or at least most. I mean, we'll learn pretty soon. Let's see. Yeah, we can use any of these. Broadsword is 1 to 12, longsword is 2 to 16. I know exactly what I'm equipping. Come on. I guess we can keep this. Ebony longsword off rip? Oh my goodness. We don't even need to buy a sword anymore, because we just got an ebony longsword. That's insane. That's crazy luck right there. Little shield too. Little round shield. Only need to hit them once and they're dead, bro. It's light. That's actually so light. We're gonna heal. Just because these goblins are kind of on fuck shit. It does cost hella magicka to heal because we're a battle mage. So we gotta make sure we have really good armor rating to save ourselves from having to spam heal. Like, HP is good, but if we can just not lose that HP in the first place and also level up agility, I think that'll be the smart way to do this. Like, the higher we can get our armor, the better. Which means we need ebony everything, the best shield we can get, a bunch of ebony, like, trinkets, and then we're gonna max out agility, probably by getting the augment again. And then we should be okay. So many rats. Hate rats, man, because they can disease you. And they're just like tiny. It's hard to tell when you're getting attacked by a rat. Because you're getting hit and you look around upwards because you're like, oh, it's probably some bigger enemy. It's typically not. Look at that. Oh my god, a torque and an amulet. Is that amulet -5? That's an ebony amulet. Y'all, the luck is insane today. And that's an adamantium torque. The luck is going crazy. There's some goblins over here, aren't there? Guess not. Must have got the other spawn. There's 2 types of encounters you can get over here. One of them is goblins, one of them is rats. And sometimes it's hard to tell because the goblins will wait to spawn in. But we just leveled up already. Nice. I think we'll keep the intelligence, maybe. Yeah, the first dungeon ain't too bad. We'll level up hella. We'll throw this into endurance. We'll get endurance to pretty high up. Just so we're not cooked. And we'll also hit some agility probably once endurance is safe. I think we're gonna really focus on leveling up though, like low-key. We're totally out of magicka. I'm gonna rest up right here. Second I kill this rat. Because we're in a niche. No enemies should spawn except for when they do, because they fucking hate us. So fully healed, please. Alright, beautiful.
I see you have.
And we already got the dream sequence. Because we're already level 2. Beautiful. Actually, as battlemage, we have the second highest hit die of all the caster classes. But that's only 38 HP. Which means a lot of shit can one-shot us. Unless we have a shield up. Which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a shield that gives us like 8 million times the HP of our regular base. Because I don't want to die. Because if I die, I have to go back to where I am right now. Which I guess isn't bad. If I died right now, not really that much of a biggie, because I'd be able to just run back. Irregardless, the point of this whole challenge is to not die. So, I mean, I don't really want to. Cool. And, now, we're gonna go to Hammerfall. Ace card, specifically. And we're gonna get set up to do pass wall and all that stuff. Because we need to grab a bunch of ebony gear, because that is the best type of gear that exists inside of Arena. And if you don't have ebony, you are going to die. Unfortunately, that's how it is. Arena's a cruel world. There's no enemies. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And I'm gonna run because I almost just died to one fireball. We can fight those when we're higher level. But we are not right now. So, unfortunately, we're gonna play it safe. We're only level 2, and we have 40 HP. We're not doing too hot. We're gonna try to kill him, though. We have an ebony sword and the ability to heal ourselves. Like, twice. Okay, there we go. Nice. 11 gold pieces and some stuff we can sell. This item will encumber you. Okay, I guess we can't actually pick that up. So we're just gonna sell that to the merchant. When it's daytime outside, which it still isn't. What time is it? It's 11 at night. Okay. So in like 8 hours, it should be morning. 9. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, we just gotta run. Can I clear this? Nope, I missed it entirely. The platforms are so big in this game. I don't even know how. I feel like we probably couldn't clear that, but like, it's kind of a big jump when we have barely anything in our speed stat. General provisions. I love this store so much. They've probably seen us come and go about 100 times now. And we already got leather gear from that guy we killed, so we don't even have to buy armor. Which is why, that's also why we need to do agility. Because, unfortunately, we can only wear leather armor. And leather armor doesn't exactly have the best armor rating. So we're gonna have to use other routes to like reduce our chances of getting hit. Which of them gave me armor rating? Because I know I'm not gonna sell one of them at least. Was it the amulet that was -5? The amulet was -5. So everything else we can sell because they're only -4 or less. Let me just unequip them then so they don't like double check with me. It gives us an armor rating of +7, which is unfortunate. Because Arena uses Thaco. 2-hit armor chance is 0. One of the first renditions of tabletop armor ratings, where the lower your number is, the better, because it's how much is subtracted from the other characters to hit chance, out of 100. I've seen people reach the 30s. It's basically like the reverse version of armor class in D&D. In D&D, you want it higher, and people who reach like armor class 20 are often really well set. If you reach -20 or above, you're pretty well set in Arena. And some other games. I think older renditions of Dungeons & Dragons also used Thaco. I am not too sure on that though. I'd have to talk to my father, who was alive when those editions were out. Because I think 5th edition came out like right after I was. I don't know. When did 5th edition come out? I don't know. I just know that I've been playing 5th edition my entire life. Because I'm a young one. Pass wall. Where's pass wall? I am looking for something called pass wall when I should be looking for a spell called destroy wall to name pass wall. Because I am smart. Okay, we've got that. Let's get invisibility. That costs 100. We have like a little, around 140. So we'll just see how high we can get. That's a lot. A really high cost. That is such a high cost. Can we even cast it for 1 run? Barely. Does it make it cheaper if I do that? It does. It makes it so much cheaper. Let's modify it then, see how high we can put it. That immediately makes it work. Okay. 1 round every 2 levels, which means it will currently be 1 round. Or no, 2 rounds. We're going to have to be kind of efficient when it comes to casting this. I didn't realize battlemage had like higher invisibility costs. That's annoying. Kind of annoying. But it's okay. Because we can improvise and just not die. Because as long as it's not a knight that's inside of the palace. Oh my god, sorry about that. As long as it's a knight that's not inside of the palace, we should be okay. If we just believe in ourselves. But if it is a silver knight, then we're gonna have problems, unfortunately. Is this the correct inn? Yes, because it's next to this river. And if you go right up the river, to the north end of it, past this house, here's the gate to the palace. And now we're gonna make a save here, just in case of bugs. Because sometimes, if you do this enough times, there's a better chance that you just won't be able to open doors and you'll be trapped in whatever cell you were in. We don't want that to happen. I'm already visible again. That is tragic. That is like really, really quick. We already have leather though. Or no, we sold that, didn't we? Or we just didn't loot it off of the guy. Okay. We can get leather easily though. So I don't even think we'll buy that. And we'll just keep making saves. We'll alternate it so we don't actually save over something where we can't open the doors and have to go back. I forgot to rest. We need to go rest at an inn with this 10,000 gold and probably buy it for like 10 days. so we can continuously get our mana back and just rinse and repeat this little bug until we have close to 100 and something thousand gold. Get a room for 10 days, and we'll just take whatever price he gives us, because we're about to be, like, millionaires. 7 hours. Is it nighttime? No, it's only 3:50 in the afternoon. That means it's still daylight outside, and the palace is still open, because the palace closes at nighttime. Which is very unfortunate. But I get it. Because government buildings in real life close pretty early too. Now what I know, I'm applying for a passport. A fun time. Because we might be doing a vlog in Japan. Can you believe it? Wouldn't that be so fun? Okay, yeah, we can climb the invisibility good enough. We just have to hug the wall, like, already. I accidentally grabbed the mark. I wonder if it's good. No. Nothing. But yeah, I don't think I'd do a face reveal. I'd probably be blurred out the whole time. But I'm gonna be in Japan for a little while. And I'm probably gonna make a video on it, because that's my graduation trip, is going to Japan. Me and a bunch of friends are headed there. Celebrate being done with school finally. And we have to do it over the summer, even though it's going to be really hot, because some of our friends are nerds and want to go to college for some reason. And be like academic or something, and smart. Some of us cooler people are just gonna jump into the workplace and be bums and, I don't know, lock in on our jobs, probably. And just hope it works out for the best! Please open the door. Oh my god. The door was not opening. That was a little terrifying. We almost just died there. But we didn't. Because we are good at video games. Specifically, this video game. Because I've been playing this for 2 hours every single stream for the last 9 streams. That's almost 8 or almost 20 hours put into it. That's more than I played this game. I've played this game once. I've done one playthrough before I streamed it. And it took me like less than 15 hours to beat the whole game. That's because I didn't go back to the very beginning every time I died, though. I wasn't doing a hardcore run. I am now, and I've officially put in more time into the stream version, into me streaming the game, and just playing it at my own leisure. Arena is a job at this point. But it's okay, because I enjoy it just enough to where it's like not a problem. I mean, it's a little annoying, you know, dying all the time, but it's very clear that there's been improvement, so I don't have that much of a problem with it, to be honest. It's very clear that it's beatable once we get a formula. We just have to, like, learn that formula, you know? And once we do, we should be okay. Because so far, we've made it to Selene's Web. That's the farthest that we made it. And, from Selene's Web, we've died. He's in the way. We're just gonna run. We're gonna go rest. We need to plan out past wall better, because they're just gonna be next to the wall if we cast it, because they can get ranged, they can see us through the wall somehow, which is confusing, to say the least. It's okay. Surely they're just an omnipotent knight sitting inside of the palace with some sort of seeing eye crystal, seeing eye bird, I don't know. Crystal orb that's just able to see where we are at all times. Even though there is a like like a 3-meter thick wall in between us. Here's the strat. We're gonna go right here so he hugs this wall. Then we're gonna use pass wall. On that one, we're gonna juke him out and use invisibility. Look at that. Is that not so smart? Look at that. That was peak intelligence. I keep pressing the wrong button. It's T. And I failed the one. Like I said, I'm great at video games, guys. Trust me. Rest until fully healed. Although it's gonna be nighttime, so I could have just like rested until. Yeah. Let's do 8 hours. Can I disable pixelation? I hope that disabled it. It makes the game a little faster. Okay, yeah, look at that. That makes everything run so much faster. Pro tip, if you're ever playing Elder Scrolls Arena, for whatever reason, press F4, and it'll toggle the pixelation, so when you talk to guys, it doesn't do dialogue fade, because if you press F4, look at that, every time you press exit, it like dissipates through pixelation, and it, I don't know, it's annoying and tedious. It's not actually that big of a problem, but if you want your game to run a little quicker, and you want to do stuff a little quicker, even though this game already runs at 1,000,000 frames a second, because it was built for a DOS box, that's a little trick you can do, make dialogue go by easier, especially if you're a speedrunner. I don't know if that's allowed or not. I'd like to imagine it's not that important. I feel like that's probably the first thing that crowds while speedrunning is F4 to run through dialogue. I need to look at the 1 hour run, and I need to see, because I might attempt to speedrun. I should genuinely should study the speedruns honestly for this challenge, because they probably get through the whole game without dying, simply because they don't have time to die. It's an hour. Like, can you ever really reset yourself? I don't know. I know the glitch speedrun makes it at 15 minutes because they ran it on the original version, which had a bug where you could run into Stonekeep and just get the same parchment 18 times, and you would just beat the game. Unfortunately, we are using the Steam version, which I don't think can do that. But that's okay, because we wouldn't be allowed to anyway due to the rules of the challenge. Failure! Excuse me. Just gonna squeeze past you. Not gonna squeeze past you. We're just gonna load that save, honestly. We didn't die. We can load the save. I don't think that's cheating. I just don't want to go rest and save Magicka. I just, really want right now. So if we go all the way over here, hit that shit, get invisibility. It didn't break the wall. This is annoying. I really wish I could get faster invisibility. This is such a problem. Boom. Pass wall, right there. Invisibility, right there. Run in. Run in. Click on the corpse. Eventually. And we're out. Look at that. That was fast. That was good. That was very much just like a speedrunner. Although, we're already halfway through what is the world's fastest speedrun without using glitches. Or using the Steam version at least. 30 minutes. And it's a little over an hour, I think. That might be something extra we do. See if we can just get the sub 1 hour. That'd be crazy. How much gold do we have? Do we have enough yet? We have 55k. We need to get a little bit more. It's night at night. Let's camp for 8 hours. And then the sun should be up, hopefully. 8 in the morning. Yeah, 5 in the morning. It says morning, so hopefully the sun's up. Okay. Please don't be dark outside. It's dark outside. Okay, hang on. Let's rest for exactly 1 more hour. You know, just, like, disassociate. Not even gonna rest, honestly. If you nap for 1 hour, I feel like you just wake up worse. It's like, I think I need a minimum of, like, 3 to consider it a nap. Otherwise, it's like, I don't even know. I don't know a single person that could sleep for an hour and, like, not be disturbed, you know? We're gonna stay inside of the house. Save ourselves a little bit of transportation time. I low-key just want to open this door and see what's over here. If oh shit! I got attacked by something. That was scary. Damage, but we survived because we are the world's best Elder Scrolls Arena player. And that's not crazy to say because nobody plays this game. I'm doing this purely because Skyrim would be too easy. And I don't even mean to sound like a brat. I've got so many, I put so much time in that game. And I've done hitless runs. I've never recorded it. Because before I was like dedicated to YouTube, I would just play that game non-stop. And then I came up with the genius idea thanks to one of my friends who recorded it along with other games I play. And honestly, shout out to them. The biggest G and Maxi. I don't know if Maxi is. He does. Random Viking. He appears like on my featured channels page. Those two were the main reason that I streamed a lot of the time. And I appreciate that a lot. Because without them, I would not have beaten them and become the most famous streamer ever. Humble brag. Actually, I don't know. I think Graham got like 100 followers, the biggest G. I don't know if he has over 140 though. Because we just reached that. Like, 2 days ago. We have gotten 3 subscribers in the past week. And that's not like a huge number for a lot of people, but that is like such a spike. It's 2026, and I'm already like projected to have the biggest growth ever. And it like every year it's increased since 2024. It's been kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. 8 hours brings to 7 a.m. But like, it's kind of crazy. Because if I just keep locking in, recording everything, editing it in between stream days, like, I don't even think 1,000 subscribers is like impossible. We just gotta like, I don't even want to say hit the lottery, because I mean there is a bit of luck to YouTube. Everybody, any famous YouTuber will tell you that, probably. I mean, I know Moist Critical's a big believer in that. Like, he just kind of lucked out, because all he does is talking to a camera. I think, like, you know, anybody deserves it. If you're uploading videos, you deserve a chance as much as the next guy. It really just boils down to, does YouTube recommend your content? Holy voice crack. But yeah, it really just boils down to, like, does YouTube want to put your stuff on the recommended page? Does it not? Is your like audience large enough? It's not for me. I think I've been playing way too much Elder Scrolls Arena, which isn't the most popular game on Earth. But I think once I beat it and I move into more popular games that people still play, like Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, I think this whole marathon's gonna blow up. I've still put more hours into Elden Ring on stream than I have Arena. which is funny because I did all of Elden Ring in one stream. Well, technically two, but I did all of Elden Ring in like one go, and I've split this up into 9 streams so far. Maybe I'll do a marathon of Arena. As much as that sounds like ass, I might do that. I'm gonna have y'all vote on that, actually. Right after this stream, I'm gonna put a post in community and see if you guys would actually, like, tune in for that. You don't have to be there for the whole thing. Nobody is, like, I don't trust, or I don't have, I shouldn't say I have faith, but I don't expect anybody to watch 24 hours of this gameplay. Of me grinding Arena, dying, going back to the start, grinding, getting a little farther, maybe, dying, coming up with a new game plan, you know, like a bunch of planning, and just rinsing and repeating for 24 hours. As much as I think, like, it's definitely possible, like, I might even beat Arena if I were to do that. It's not that engaging for 24 hours. That would be such a slough, dude. Like, I don't even think I could mentally handle that. Elden Ring, which is a much more exciting game, in my opinion. At least for most people. Because it's, like, you can do more in Elden Ring than you can in Arena. Arena's very repetitive. The gameplay loop, like, once you get out of the first dungeon, it's go to this dungeon to get a map to go to the actual dungeon that is a piece of the staff. And then do that 8 times. And then go to a volcano. And then kill the BB. Like, it's very repetitive. But that's okay, because this game was made in 1995? I think? The 90s. It was made before Y2K. So it's old. It's very old. You can't really expect AAA status from Bethesda in the 90s. I don't think you can expect that from any game series in the 90s. Except maybe Rockstar. When did GTA come out? When did GTA San Andreas come out? Probably the 2000s. I like to imagine, I mean, this was kind of generational for its time, but I don't know if they planned to ever make it a series. They did call it The Elder Scrolls: Arena, so they probably did. It might have just been called Arena at first, I don't know. If I ever get popular enough, something I really want to do is interview Tom. If he's still working for Bethesda. Because I have so many questions about so much, like, ambiguous, like, not ambiguous, but, like, so much stuff that, like, I think I have so many good questions for him that he probably hasn't answered before. I'd probably give him a really good interview. Because that's something I actually have a lot of practice with. I take a lot of film and broadcasting classes in high school right now. If I was like, I'm trained for interviews, man. I would absolutely, like, give a banger interview. 1,000 subscribers, face reveal. So then I'm actually set up to do the interview. And then, after we get more, you know, that can be our hype train. Just convince your friends to subscribe, convince your family to subscribe, convince everybody to watch my stuff, and just, like, spam likes and comments and all that stuff. So we get really popular all of a sudden, really viral, and then we create a cryptocurrency, and we scam your families. No, I'm not. But we get big enough. Like, I need everybody to inflate my channel so I can interview Todd Howard. I think this is a great idea. This would be amazing and beneficial to me. And that's why you should do it. Because it's good for me. And you guys. If you guys have questions about Elder Scrolls Arena, it would be good for YouTube. Or Elder Scrolls Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. But I feel like we know everything about Skyrim. And probably Oblivion too. But I'm going deep in the trenches, yo. I'd be asking about Battlespire and Redguard. Like, I genuinely think I've discovered glitches in this game that nobody else knows about. I should write in the wiki for Elder Scrolls Arena, dude. Because I just know. Like, I am deep in this game. I am not dedicated, but I have basically lived in the Elder Scrolls Arena since the first stream. I have played like a little Dishonored, a little bit of games with other friends, you know, a little bit of Skyrim when I'm like, I want to chill. I have a little playthrough I'm doing right now. Not hardcore or anything. It's on the hardest difficulty, but like, that's not a problem. Like, I play Legendary just because it's the only one that I have a challenge with. I mean, I can limit myself more just to make it harder, but I don't like to limit myself in Skyrim, man. Like, I'll put it on Legendary and that's it. Like, I don't use a lot of bugs or anything, but I enchant my gear, you know. There is one time I tried to do a level 1, no magic, no armor, legendary playthrough, permadeath in Skyrim. And I like, oh my god. Oh, that was not a great time. I think I made it to, after you meet the Blades. It was like right after Skyhaven Temple. It was like the next dragon. Odahviing? Yeah, Odahviing. I think I got to like there or right before, and I died, and it was so heartbreaking because I had put like 50 hours into that playthrough. Because you know, there's a lot of setup. If you're doing permadeath, it's a really long playthrough. You don't just go through the main quest, because if you're level 1, you know, and you jump into Bleak Falls Barrow without any preparation, you're going to die. Even at like lower difficulties, it's just like, it's so based off of D&D, and in D&D, at level 1, a lot of shit kills you. That's something, I'm often a dungeon master in D&D, so that's something I have to think about a lot. It's like, okay, if I'm going to start them at level 1 because of lore or something, I typically don't. I'll give them like level 3. But if you start them at level 1, you really have to be careful with what encounters you give them. Because like 90% of encounters go badly. Level 1 characters are not strong. Level 1 characters, more often than not, will, much like Arena, just get unlucky and die. Because it's all based off of the roll of the dice. Which it is in Arena too, although it's not a physical dice. There's a chance to hit everything, and then a chance, or a random amount of damage that it gets within a certain range. Like, for example, my to hit is -1, which means whatever the chance is, I subtract 1, and then that's the number I have to hit. If that is better than their armor rating, it hits. And then, if it hits, that has to go through another one and pick a number between 7 and 21. And that number will be how much damage they take. You rinse and repeat that process until the character dies, and you're good. But that's like how most tabletop games are, and how Daggerfall and Arena are. Even Morrowind, honestly. In Skyrim, you're guaranteed to hit stuff, which is why it's the easiest. And I think you were in Oblivion too. I've only played Oblivion once, and it was the remaster. So I'm gonna play the original Oblivion for this playthrough. I'm playing Daggerfall Unity, Steam Arena, Steam Morrowind, Game of the Year Edition though, and then Game of the Year Edition original Oblivion, and then Skyrim, probably Legendary Edition, or no, Anniversary Edition, because I bought that. Because I am, unfortunately, a slave to Bethesda, and I buy every version of Skyrim ever. The next one I'm gonna do is VR, because I think a VR playthrough of Skyrim would be super fun. Where do we go? I'm gonna go to Ellen here. Last, actually. I'm gonna go to Ellen here last. We're gonna go to Ebon Stadmont in Somerset first. Or Kite Shield. Can we equip a Kite Shield as a battle mage? Is that something we can do? I need to look that up real quick. Because we did change classes from what we could originally do. So I don't even know. Battle Mage. Compared to Spell Sword, I don't think we can do a lot. Am I blind? Where's Battle Mage on this list? Here we go. Round Shield is the best we can get. Leather, you can use any weapon though. So yeah, we will probably go grab the katana. But we can only do an ebony round shield. So we need to find an ebony round shield real quick. Sorry you guys have to stare at the map. Can I show you guys, actually? let me see if I can just show you guys the wiki while I read this. So it's a little more engaging. Yes, okay. So right now, I'm reading the wiki. The UESP wiki. This is what I do a lot of time. When the screen is just on Arena, this is what I'm doing, is looking through all this stuff. Base shields, we need to look at round shields because that's the best we can equip. Sort by material and scroll down until we find ebony. And let's find a good one. We can do luck or personality. Let's do luck because more items means more items. And that's going to be in Lil Moth. Let me put that on the notepad real quick. The gameplay notepad. Lil Moth, Black Marsh is ebony. Okay, perfect. I think that's all we need to change, to be honest, because we can grab everything else. We will go to Black Marsh then, and we will grab or Ebony Ratchet. Which place is it at? I was looking right at it. Luck. It is in Finest Tool Store. Moth. I will refine that later. But for right now, that's all we need to know. It's in the Finest Tool Store. So let's switch you guys back to Arena. And let's go to Lil Moth first. Well, there's actually two places in Black Marsh we need to go. Branch Grove and Lil Moth. Here we go. I'm guessing it's based off of Little Moth. Like, was there just a tiny moth when they went to a camp that place? That's how a lot of places get named. You know how many rivers are named river in England? Or because the Celtic's word for river was Avon. So like 90% of the rivers have Avon in their name. That's a fun fact, by the way. Almost every single river that you find... Oh my goodness! This dude is strong. But we can take his leather. And save some money. Because we can't equip anything better than leather. He didn't have a helmet. Which is unfortunate. So we have to go buy that. But that shouldn't be too hard to find. What now? What now? Let me in! Oh my god, that's a wizard. Wizards are so scary. They hit hard. Magic is so OP in Arena. Which is why I like absolutely refuse to do any other class. Because magic is like genuinely the only way you can play this game. It is so hard without magic. I learned that in one of my first playthroughs. Run! The hard way, honestly. Okay, now we're looking for Diocleto's Finest Tool Store. And we're facing southwest. That's nice and easy. I like when they do that. And hopefully we can just go far enough southwest, find the exact store they're mentioning, and not have to worry. If only it were that easy. But it is not. Unless this is it right here, and I'm lying. This is not it. This is Adventure's Armaments. Hopefully we can find one that points to it. Those people are so cool. But multiple doors means different stores. Remember that. Just because it's on the same building, it is not the same store. And I think that is so weird. But whatever. You know, if you can lease out your building to multiple people, let's go for it. Arena BlackRock landlords are intelligent, and they know how to sell a property, apparently. Because so many equipment store blacksmiths want this property. Which is weird. Like, I talked about this last year. There are so many equipment stores in this game, and I think barely any adventurers. I mean, obviously there are other things and stuff, because we encounter them when we rest. But, like, do they buy the stuff from the equipment stores? Because they seem pretty hostile. And they can... I don't think they can be stuck by the agreement. I think they are just, like, their own thing. But irregardless, like, there are so many equipment stores and so many buildings, and I kind of understand it. RNG, procedural generation, have multiple gear, different gear in multiple stores. Make it a little diversified, a little harder to hunt for stuff. But it feels excessive to a point in a lot of towns, because it takes so long to locate any store, because there are so many, like, identical ones. I'm sure this was an actual banger in, like, the 90s, though, and even the early 2000s, probably. Like, I'm sure this game was straight heat. Like, you would go to school and talk about, like, man, I just got that new arena game, like, I'm about to run shit, like, oh my goodness, I cannot imagine the hype. It's probably how we feel when it comes to, I don't even, like, it's probably such a majestic feeling. Yup, probably get that dog barking in the back. I hear him barking and I watch an audio spike on my recording software. I think we also need to buy a leather helmet, because they didn't give us that. And that's literally only so I don't care. I keep pressing escape to equip stuff. And then, I guess pauldrons too, huh? We need that. Pauldrons exist for leather? Is that a thing? I hope so. Yes. By the left one, and by the right one. And honestly, let's just check his weapons. Like, if you magically have an ebony katana, let's go. But you don't. So, you suck, and I'm going through another one. We're probably gonna go to battlemage again, because there's another place in here called Branch Grove, which is somewhere. Am I blind? Here it is. Okay. And in Branch Grove, we're actually going to go to the Mages Guild, which is easy to find because there's only one of them. And I like that about Arena. Many, many equipment stores, only one Mages Guild, but Mages Guilds have so much better gear. So no hatred. It is midnight. Hello, Goblin. You are not. Where is the other Goblin? Is it trapped in the wall? Always trapped in the wall, bro, I swear to God. The Goblins just don't know how to spawn correctly. They have a problem. Camp for a while, 8 hours. The sun comes up. Nice, okay. Now it's daytime, and we can go find the Mages Guild in Branch Grove. So, okay. Nice and easy, I like it when it's right there. Oh my goodness, it was just right there. It's literally just forward the second you get into this town. I am going to remember that. Do that, okay. Buy magic items? Where is it? Braces are forceful? No, braces are fireball. Yes. Mere 94,000. Plus 7k. If you say a number and they give you a counter offer, that means they will eventually take it. All you have to do is spam the same number. Pro tip. 7,300? Nah. Be firm. I accidentally rejected his offer. I did not mean to do that. I meant to just, like, buy it from you. Yeah. No, that's forceful. Hang on. That's the wrong item. I'm so bad at clicking shit. 713. 713. So you don't accidentally give him 70,000. Like I almost just did. Yeah, whatever. 77 for 5. If you really need that 75 gold for something, that's a cost of 1 potion. You know, take it. We can get another 10,000 anyway. It's not too bad. Ellen here. We gotta head to Ellen here and get some stuff. And we already have an ebony amulet, so that saves us some money. It's night. That looks like it's nighttime. Is it early or late in the night? It is 6 in the evening, which means like 12-hour resting. Literally no enemies nearby. I hate when it lies to me. The game is schizophrenic, dude. It'll actually be like, oh, there's enemies nearby, and I look around and there's nothing. My theory is that it gets trapped. They get trapped in the wall that's next to me, but I don't know how true that is. See, it still says there's a goblin. It has to get trapped inside of the wall, man. There's no other option. Maybe daytime yet. Okay, nice. Now we need to look for place in Ellen here. They have an ebony katana at one of the stores, and then an ebony bracelet, which is going to be at the Mayor's Guild. I need to figure out where this ebony katana is. So I'm gonna go to the wiki one more time. This weapon. Listing of katanas. We're in Ellen here, right? Which one is it? Vintage accoutrements. Okay. Let me just write that down. Okay. Let's look for vintage accoutrements. Here we go. Southeast. Okay. Thanks, man. When I tell you the cardinal direction, you can tell it's far. Because if you're like next door to it, they'll just write it on your map. Was that it? Is that blue store the equipment store I'm looking for? It's an equipment store at least. Is it the right one? Please be. Nope. Professional accoutrements, but not vintage accoutrements. Vintage. I don't understand why they have an ebony katana somewhere that's considered vintage. Ebony is like the strongest thing in this game. You feel like that'd be a bit more recently made if it's the strongest, but maybe it's been around for a long time, and ebony isn't like a recent development. Gotta play ESO, because that takes like that takes place like 1,000 years before Arena. So, if ebony exists in that game, then it surely exists here. There's always an unearthed weaponry store, dude. I feel like that exists in every town. I see that name a lot. Okay, he said it was to the southeast, but like, we're literally in the southeast corner of the map. And I didn't find it. Unless it's this one. Vintage accoutrements? Please? No. Okay. We'll just ask somebody else and hopefully they mark it on our map or something. Is equipment store. Find me vintage accoutrement. Okay. That's north of here now. Is it just this one? That's like directly north? No, basic sundries. I'm not gonna rant about equipment stores anymore. I'm not gonna rant about equipment stores anymore. And how varied they are. Literally like in Bleach, dude, if y'all have seen that. and any of the characters start like flash stepping to create a bunch of them. That's how I feel about these equipment stores. It's like disorientingly overpowering. There's so many of them. It's like hard to track which one is which. This isn't even the same direction the other guy pointed in anymore. I probably walked past it. Yeah, now it's south. This game is gonna give me anger issues, man. I like to consider myself a pretty patient person. So I haven't had a problem yet. Hey, if it's creatures. But like, the more I play, I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up just getting more bullshit. That's not really serious, so like, they're bullshit. Beautiful. 10-10. Now we go to the Mage's Guild regulars. Actually, I'm gonna sell stuff to him. Let me equip the book. Let me equip this and this. I'm gonna sell him the mark. Because, I can use that. I guess I'll sell him the longsword, too. The amulet is ebony, though, so we don't even need to get an ebony mark. Or, any ebony amulet. We need to get an ebony mark. The mark's only adamantium, I think. Or no, this one isn't. We sold the adamantium. And then this was just a nothing burger that we got from one of the 10k corpses. So let's sell the longsword, except whatever price he wants, I don't really care. Sell the mark. And then I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to the Mage's Guild and buy that bracelet. Just need to find literally any civilian. Excuse me, sir, where is the Mage's Guild? That's northwest of here. The direction I am facing. That's awesome. Because I can just kind of run here in this direction until I find it. Because the Mage's Guild is the only individual building in every town that is easily distinguishable. And this is one of the weird ones where you think this little hole over here. Buy magic items. I could low-key get the torch for it. I'm just gonna buy that to speed things up. Ebony bracelet, counter. I'm also gonna put the torch on the notepad real quick. Spells. We're just gonna keep counter-offering until he gives us what we want. Agree then. The ebony torque is yours. Damn right it is. This page. Oh, look at that armor rating. Oh, it's nasty. We'd already be at the 20s if we had it. That's like an extra 3 points of armor. Could not remember the name for armor. Oh my god. Okay, now we're looking for Skaven right here for a heal true crystal, and they also have an ebony amulet, but we already got that, so we'd say some winning. Excuse me, good sir. Mind pointing me to the Mage's Guild, which is southeast of here? I can. And hopefully, Mage's Guild is like directly southeast, and it's not like just barely offset. It gets way more annoying to find if it is. But more often than not, it's a pretty straight shot. And you'll either see it in your peripheral vision, or it's directly in front of you. which it was. Items. Crystal of Heal True, I think is what we're looking at. Yeah. And he just immediately accepts 7,000. Let's go. That was light. Oh my god. Now we head to Hagathi for a Ring of Password. Where is Hagathi? Here we go. Hegath, Hagathi. I'm gonna say Hagathi. That sounds way better. And if it's pronounced Hegath, then I'm gonna have problems. Stop. Let me equip that Heal True Crystal. The second we equip that, we don't have to spend magic on healing spells anymore. And that literally nullifies one of the worst nerfs that battle mages have. Look at that. Nice. Had nothing. Enemies are nearby. Where, bro? There weren't even 2 of them. This game is so buggy. But that stuff never changes. What time is it? 5 in the morning? We can literally just... I mean, we'll camp until we're healed just to be safe, I guess. Because I've learned my lesson. In Arena, always play it safe. That is like, that should be their slogan, if I'm gonna be honest. We're in Skaven, right? Or no, Hagathi. We're looking for the Passwall Ring in the Mage's Guild, which is going to be south. I forgot which direction south was for a second. I feel like playing Arena, I would get really good at that. So there's a massive compass, which I look at more than the game when I'm in town. Yet I still, like, look all the way left and rotate 270 degrees instead of just going 90 degrees to my right to go south. Like, I just need to remember, if you're facing east, south is to your right. It wasn't south. I got lied to. We walked past it at some point. And it's right here. Look at that. I didn't even have to ask for a second direction. I just felt it. I saw the wall and I was like, oh, if you're just gonna say it's north again. I am so good at navigation. How much did he say it was for? I didn't even read. I was about to just buy that for whatever he wanted, yo. I wanted him to detect magic. If that is well, I know it's magical. Are you gonna tell me what it does? It's identified in my inventory. Ebony amulet. Okay. Nice. I'm glad we figured that one out. That was such a waste of gold. It's okay. We know what that does now. It genuinely just tells us what it does. Ring a Passwall for 30k, I'm going to give you 20,000. About 22,000. About 24,000. About 24,000. Yes! 24,000. Get scammed. Scammer gets scammed. I'm so glad there isn't really a reputation system in Arena like there is Daggerfall, dude. Daggerfall was so hard. I've done one playthrough, but I was a dark elf and I didn't realize racism is a gameplay mechanic in Daggerfall. Oh my god, dude. Everybody refused to tell me anything. It was so hard to find anything in that game. Genuinely miserable. But I beat it in, like, the most safe, scummy way possible. Because you kind of have to when you're playing that game. It's a hard video game. Ugh, that was gross. I just felt my whole leg twitch, bro. I don't know if it's like meant to do that when a knee gets dislocated or my muscles are just freaking out because some are getting activated that have never been activated before. Man, oh man. Like, never dislocate a knee, bro. It's so uncomfortable. Southwest? And that's it right there. You can tell because the building looks weird and none look alike. Items, and you're meant to give me... What am I shopping for? Mark of Levitation. Which is so cheap. I'm going to take your base price. Because I'm such a kind and humble king. Now we need an ebony belt, and then we're good. We should have bought that first. That's in Chase Guard. We were there. And then we went all the way to Black March to get some... I guess we can return. Whatever. It's not that big of a problem. Because we need to go to the Mage's Guild anyway. To get spells. But I already know the spells I'm trying to get. I don't even need to ask anybody. I'm so familiar with Chase Guard, dude. Like, directions are for nerds. Even though I asked every other town, like every other townsfolk for directions, Chase Guard ain't my home, but I know my way around. That's how I feel about this place. It's truly, I know my way around. I just did something. My tabs are out of order. There we go. We got to level 3 before we even touched a dungeon, by the way. I'd like everybody to know that. Magic items. Little ebony belt for me. Thanks, man. 20,000. Yeah, bet. Okay. And now, we go to Spellmaker. And we're gonna get a couple spells. First, let me go to my spellbook. And then, forget this invisibility spell. We're gonna do better than that. Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god. I'm not even sick. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm not even sick anymore. I'm truly just like, I've got a lingering cough. 143. We don't even need to worry about that. Because I have a ring that works. Get an invisibility spell. Fucking 3 rounds. Okay, why is it so low now? What happened? Honestly, what is... How high can we push it? Honestly. Okay, we cannot do 6 rounds. We only have 140. We'll do 4. A little 105. Invis, this will permanently be our invisibility spell. The highest we can get is 175. So like low-key, I'm actually gonna drop this one. Just because I don't want to use any magic I don't have to, you know? We'll buy that, and then effects. Create shield. Or like, billion hit points. And it'll get stronger, I mean, as we level up, obviously. Because when we max out our intelligence, it's gonna be good. That's exactly as many hit points as we have right now. Or magic points. Spell name. This will be our shield for now. Buy that. And then one more spell. Damage, health. And just max this out as much as we can. It costs nothing to cast this. Oh my god. Because we're a battle mage, it's like obscenely cheap. So we can just push it, like... So we'll create 2. We'll create one we can cast 3 times and one we can cast 1 time. In an emergency situation. Big damage. Buy that. And we have 143. Divided by 3 is gonna be what, like... 40 times 3 is 120, 50 times 3 is 150, 45 times 3 is 135, 46 times 3 is 130, 47 times 3 is 104. So 141, 47. So we're looking at like 47 magicka, roughly. Some of them can have 48. Or no, it has to be 47 because any higher, 48 times 3, 100 something. 140 something. Too much. I think it's 144. I think. So, damage, health, and we'll just see whatever is 47. This will probably, I think what's funny is our lower spell's gonna one-shot stuff, because battlemage has just like such cheap cost for spells. It's absurd. Damage. Cool. Can I make it 19? I know it like barely matters. It didn't increase the casting cost at all. I can't make it 20 though. Sure. Beautiful. And now we're set to go to Stonekeep. I like that. I like being well prepared. It's pretty nice. Let me equip on that. He has so much stuff, and I don't think I have all of it equipped. A little Mark of Levitation. And the Ebony Belt. Which gets us to minus... Ugh. Oh my god, my nose. Gets us to minus 20 in some parts. Thanks to the shield. If we had better armor, we'd be doing it. We'd be nigh on it. But we'd have to be a martial class, and you can't cast. And casting is very good. But I think we might give it a shot, honestly. If we just cannot do good enough, and we keep getting hit by shit, taking a lot of damage, we're gonna give it a shot. But I believe in us. Right way. I think there's an inn that's just gonna be right. Yeah, right here. Gotta do something special for the 10th stream, man. 10 streams, holy. We're gonna cast our shield. Now we have a shield up. Which is gonna give us pretty good amount of HP. The exact number I think is like, how much did, what does the thing say again? Spellbook. Deal 21 extra HP, which is almost, well, per one level though. We're level 3, which means 63 HP, which means that like roughly doubles. We have 48 right now. 63 puts us a little over 100 hit points. I think that's good. I think that's very good. Loki. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's scummy or not. Because we do the same setup every time and it's tedious, would it be wrong to save here and just restart from this point? Because it's the same thing every time. And there's really not a chance to die during that point. I don't know. Because we do miss the first dungeon, but dying in the first dungeon just starts you at the beginning of the first dungeon. Like, I don't think it's that bad, but I don't want to break... I don't want to, like... I don't want to do this wrong, if you know what I mean. I want, like... I don't know. I have to see what the viewers think. So I'm gonna have 2 polls. Because I had another... I had something else I was talking. I forgot what it was. Just gonna speed run this shit. I mean, I think I'm gonna kill everything in Stonekeep, to be honest. We're level 3. We've got good hit points and crazy good damage. I don't have much of a problem. Yep, just some rats. I'm waiting for the wolves to spawn. They're low-key scary. They're not spawning. The goblins aren't either. This is a little worrying. Hello, rat. I hear them. There we go. Line up for murder. Or die. Die. I just like Reaper. Oh, hello, Mike. Oh my god. That's scary, man. I didn't realize I could just jump scare like that. No damage. I'm unhittable with that. And we leveled up. Massive. I don't have extra health now. 58. Every time we level up, do you get 10 HP? Or did we just roll high? Oh yeah, I get the hit die is a D10 for battlemage. We literally just got the maximum HP count. That's beautiful. Am I clipped inside of something? I am. I'm gonna recast shield. Do I naturally get, like, in spell points? Because that no longer takes my whole, like, bar. You just naturally get some when you level up? That's weird. Unless... I don't know. I really need to learn how spell points work in this game. And, like, leveling. Because it looks like there's an extra aspect to getting spell points, aside from just leveling up intelligence. It looks like when you just level up in general, you get more spell points. Which would be kind of goated, to be honest. Because that saves us, like, so much. $59 gold? Where am I? Okay, okay. We looped around a little bit, that's chill. Alright, let's go fight some ghouls, huh? I should have brought potions of cure disease! Oh my god, I forgot to get potions of cure disease. This is going to be so annoying. What's the, like, use button? Like, I should have a button that allows me to use my magic item. But I don't. And I don't understand why. Please die. See one of them. Did that miss? What the hell? Keeps missing. Did I just die? What the hell? Was there one of them behind me? Okay, whatever. That's annoying. I would like to know. Note that you can get ebony from the very first dungeon. Although it's kind of hard to probably get an ebony katana. So, I mean, I'm not going to load too many times. But I would like get a good amount of stuff. Like that. That was good. That was nice. 2 to 16 or 3 to 21. Let's do 3 to 20. Bark does actually nothing, I think. No clue. That's a spell. No clue what the spell is, but probably something cool. Because it's a fireball. Another pro tip in arena, play, or not play it safe, we already said that one. Be aware of your surroundings, because I just died to some ghoul because I'm blind, and there's probably one behind me. Because I don't think you can get one shot by ghouls. Unless they do 50 damage. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't read the wiki that much. Maybe I should. Because that is honestly the only way you're gonna learn. Because this game tells you nothing. Have I proven myself in this dungeon enough times to where I can just save after I get all my gear? I have beaten this dungeon so many times. I think I'm going to. I don't care what others think. I'm gonna do it anyway. You can make that jump! Oh my, that's legendary. A better mark, maybe? One that might reduce our armor? Nope, not a single one. Not a single one reduces our armor. That's okay. One of them fires like a fireball or something, so we're gonna keep that one equipped. Just in case. Hello, rat. Okay, I'm hoping it's not the goblin one, because right now I don't have a lot of HP. And we're gonna die already. I'm gonna use the mark! And he died. No, he didn't die. Oh. Oh. We're in a very precarious situation. Like nowhere good to rest either. There's another goblin on my ass. We're running over here. I have to prove myself. If I die on this dungeon, there's no way. There's no way I could save after gearing up. There's no way y'all are gonna let that slide.
I see.
And we got the dream sequence already. That's banging.
It is said.
We missed the jump. We gotta charge it up or something. Do we have to strafe? So many rats, man. Who let this many rats in a dungeon? Come on. Die. Die! There we go. Just gonna rest like right here. There's a fucking in here. It won't. I don't. No, escape. Rest until fully healed. Gangrene. Your enemies you Okay, fine. I'm just gonna leave and go to chase guard. If you want to be on my ass about it. Guard. Which we can get an ebony belt and an ebony torque. We go there first. There's an ebony torque. This ebony torques is like the most common ebony accessory there is, I swear. And we make it. Maybe if we have to like align perfectly straight. I need to see. It's happened. We have to time that frame perfect. That's evil. But you know what? We can do it. And that's all that matters. Is that we believe in ourselves and know we can do it. And surely, through the power of believing in ourselves, we will finally beat this game and be able to try and do Daggerfall. just gonna sell everything, even though stuff I have equipped. It's just a die. What is die? Like, why is it like die bash? Is it different? And if so, how is it different? Because it feels like basically the exact same thing with a lot of its numbers. And like they're both one-handed. So it's not even like katana's two-handed, daikatana's one-handed. They're both one-handed. So it's not like there's much of a difference. If somebody can explain that to me, I would be forever in their debt. Because I don't understand. It just doesn't comprehend in my mind. I actually don't care to buy stuff, either. Spellmaker, oh my god, I'm so out of order. Destroy wall, yes. All that, bitch. And then invisibility. How much do we have? Intelligence 82, 143. And using 100, we have 43 to work with. We can cast the idea of invisibility. God damn. E2, what do you mean? Okay, let me drop that down one. 45. Okay. Nice. So that's 4 rounds of invisibility. This is painful. I didn't realize invisibility was gonna cost more. We're just gonna have to borrow it and hope we can do it. It might not be a bad idea to swap out one of our magic items with something invisibility. Like an invisibility ring or something, if that exists. I'll look at that after stream, I'll take a look. We'll just keep running what we got though. I think I'm pretty confident in it. We just died to Ghouls and Stonekeep because I am dumb and didn't look around before I jumped in. Is this the right? Yeah, okay, this is the right one. I just need to rest beforehand. Little Magica. And that is something you need. Get 10,000 gold. Just get a note back from an agent and Dirty Mug. Don't have my 2,000 sometimes. It was a good deal of money. No. Unfortunately. Get a room. I mean, honestly, we'll just do like one day right now. Because we just need to rest until we will buy it for more at a later date. 4 AM, let's camp for our final 4 hours. Because we no longer have any time in the inn. That means we can buy more hours and stuff like that. But we also have all of our magic back, so we can go grind up gold again. So fun, right? Like I said, Arena's gameplay loop, fairly simple. The only problem is, like, big numbers. Like this wall. These paths right here. Run in, time invisibility perfectly. Run out. Did we even use invisibility? Okay, we did. Let's see if that bell is in. Please be out. Okay, there, nothing. pretty low. Pretty nothing burger. Honestly, I might not level endurance, because leveling up just gives more HP, apparently. I didn't realize that. I feel like I should've. That should've, like, clicked in my mind. Magical Guild. unless I can get like a magical item or a Daedric artifact, I don't mind for any of these quests. Yeah, we're not even in the region for the Daedric artifact I want. Like, we'd have to go to elsewhere or Skyrim. So it's the only two regions that the Ogma Infinite one's in. So unfortunately, I am no help to anybody. Because I'm locked in the trenches, getting rich, as one might say. I think we can multicast invisibility. If we really needed to, like, that is in fact something we can do. But I don't know if invisibility negates detection. Like, if you're detected and then you cast invisibility, like, do you still, like, do they still know of your location at all times, or do they just stop tracking you? I'm curious, but I don't really want to test that out and die. Oh my god, click on the corpse. I need so much magical. It's called mana in the first game. I didn't get called magic until much later, but like I play too much of the later games to call it anything else, unfortunately. I'm 10 at night, everything. Just because it should be like 6 a.m. We can open it. Because 6 a.m. is when it's actually considered like daylight outside, roughly. 5 to 6 a.m. is when NPCs will come out and walk around in town, which is how you can tell that shops and stuff are open. But there are a bunch of civilians. Dude, I woke up like 4 hours ago. I should not be running. But that's how you can tell. Is when there's like a bunch of civilians just like walking around. Is when stuff is open. Or if any of you ever playing Arena. Which, I mean, I don't want to say I don't expect it. But I don't expect it. It's such like a tedious game to pick up that it's probably a lot easier, honestly, if you're saving periodically as you play the game. I'm not doing that. This is my second time ever doing a playthrough. And I'm doing a deathless run. Is it a good idea? Absolutely not. Is it a fun idea? Absolutely not. Is it a good content idea? Maybe. One of the streams, dude, oh my god, one of them got like 100-something views overnight, and I was just shocked. I was like, golly. I don't know. My streams, I mean, the good ones can get maybe 90 views. Like my Geometry Dash stream. I streamed Geometry Dash one time and it got like 90 views. Which, unfortunately, is probably gonna happen maybe. I don't know. I don't play a lot of Geometry Dash. Just had a friend who was making a level, so I was like, you know what would be a good idea? I'm gonna stream beating your level. And then a bunch of people came to my chat and were like, hey, can you play my level? Can you play my level? So I started playing other people's levels for like several hours, and then I was like, I am so tired. And unfortunately, I didn't play everybody's level in chat, which I still feel bad about, because there were like 3 people, which is a lot for chats for mine. But like, it was midnight, and it was a school night. It was not a primary time for me to be playing that much Geometry Dash. But maybe we'll do another one, because I got so many views. But I don't want to become a Geometry Dash streamer. That game is fun for like 30 minutes. I also like, I don't even know how, man. I get motion sick while playing it. I actually just cannot play it for too long. So the second I close the game, I look at my walls and it feels like it's spinning. Because of the way that it side scrolls. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I don't get motion sickness anywhere else. I can do VR, I can get on roller coasters, you know, get on a boat, no seasickness. Actually, I've never been on a slide. I've been on a raft. I don't think that's the same thing, because I was in a very medium-sized lake. So, you know, you could see the coast from both sides, even if you were in the dead center. You could see across it at any angle. But yeah, Geometry Dash is like the only thing that makes me motion sick. It's weird. I am pressing all of the wrong buttons. Holy shit. 6 in the morning, so we can just do it. We gotta get back against that ice golem, man. The one that killed us last time. Oh my. Ooh, my god, bro. I've been thinking about that. That ice golem has been giving me like night terrors, dude. Wake up in a cold sweat thinking about ice golems. You guys don't understand. I mean, I thought I had that in the bag. And he kept damaging me. And before I could click on the spell, that thing killed me. Which is why I'm currently more dedicated to getting it. Because without HP, without dodge chances, I die. I need to be relatively unhittable, at least to a certain degree. Because otherwise, the ice golem is coming. 12 hours makes it 1. So you add 5. 17 hours, that fully heals us and brings us into the next day. This is such a fun gameplay loop, right, guys? This is why, like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start saving after getting the gear, because at the end of the day, this is for you guys, right? Like, I do want to do the challenge to prove it to myself, but it's like, it's not half as important to me as you guys being entertained while doing it. So I might just save after I get the gear, because this is boring as shit. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I cannot fathom that there have been 2 people on the stream the entire time. One of them is me. I mean, one of them is, like, my chat bot, you know? Because that's looking at it on my phone. I have that open. But there is one person out there. I don't know who you are, but thanks, man. Or a woman. She or he is the GOAT. Because they have been here, clocked in, almost the entire stream. We had 4 for a while, too. I was, like, low-key impressed. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to scare them off. But we are nearing the end of the stream now. So, like, whatever. It makes sense for people to drop off now. But shout out to whoever is watching this stream and has stuck around for the entire tedious process of gearing up, dying to a ghoul, gearing up again. This has been so fun. It's fun. I'm fine with doing repetitive actions. I played Blox Fruits for like years. I used to make Blox Fruits videos, and they're private on this channel, and they will never see the light of day again, probably. But they exist. No, you guys can know that. I am unable to click on this person. Yep, he's just hugging bow. He has a bow. Are bows good? Is that something I should invest in? I don't know. Projectiles exist. I think it's really cool how they were able to do projectiles back then. The arena was like kinda on their shit. Even though everything looks identical, like, they introduced so many interesting mechanics. I don't think they invented any mechanics, but I think they conceptualized a lot of shit of like core aspects of gaming. So good on them. Thumbs up. They really solidified a lot of things, and I don't know. I feel like whatever they used to make Arena probably helped simulate a lot of concepts in later games. Not even just for Bethesda, just in general. Because I've heard that Arena was like, or Daggerfall, one of the two, probably both, was like such a big milestone. And I can believe that very much for Dagger. Arena, maybe. Like, obviously they're old now, very dated. But, like, I think it's still neat to appreciate these massive, like, stepping stones in the game. Because games don't do that a lot anymore. I mean, like, it's all just about the big buzzwords, like ray tracing and digital, like, generation, you know, stuff that's been around for a long time that they're just enhancing. There's a lot of enhancement, but there's no, like, innovation. You know what I mean? And I think games that innovate are really cool. And don't get me wrong, it was a lot easier to innovate back in the day because nobody made anything, you know? It was just 2D, like, square games. You had Tetris and Snake, both of which use the exact same, like, coding template to create squares that moved around on your screen that you could manipulate or delete or create. Like, that was about it, right? And they could count. They used integers, and that was it. Because it's probably hex-coded those squares, too. They use, like, grids. But that's okay, because they were the first games to do that, probably. Or first games to conceptualize. And I think, I don't know, innovation kind of stopped in the 2010s. I think, because in the 2000s, I mean, you got a lot of 3D stuff. That's when it became big. I don't know if the first 3D game was in the 2000s or the 90s, but, like, you started to see 3D games a lot in the 2000s. And then in the 2010s, is that when ray tracing happened? I don't know. But I think the 2010s is when it became less about innovation and more about enhancement for a lot of video games. Which is why something like Arena and Daggerfall, which are super old, can still be appreciated. Because even though they're like older than their fan base at this day and age, they were like pioneers, you know? They created these concepts of like procedural generation, which I think Daggerfall really like may not have innovated it. It was enhancement too, I guess. But Daggerfall took such a massive leap in procedural generation and created like, I think it's still hailed as one of the biggest video game maps of all time, at least in the popular game. There's probably some weird indie game out there that's been simulated for like 10 years as a massive map, right? Like, I mean, isn't No Man's Sky several galaxies? It's hard to beat that, right? But it's the most like, you can traverse every meter of that map, and it's like, it's the size of England in a video game. Like, it would genuinely take you days, like maybe even weeks or months, to cross from one side of Daggerfall to the other. And I think that is so cool. That shit is awesome. And does that make me nerdy as hell? Probably. But like, that is so neat that even back then, like, we were able to pull that off. So props to Bethesda. Or whoever made Daggerfall and Arena. Especially Daggerfall. And Arena, I mean, obviously Arena had to set down the path for Daggerfall. If Arena didn't do good, Daggerfall wouldn't have been made. But Arena did do good. Because it did something right. It innovated something. I'd have to do more research on what it innovated. So I'm not about to just lie and be like, oh, it innovated procedural generation, or it innovated systems, or projectiles, or any of that shit. But it obviously did something good enough that people loved it, and gave Daggerfall a chance. And I basically, I know I turned this stream into a video essay, basically, as I'm grinding gold. But what else is there to talk about? Would you like me to just narrate, oh, I'm going to the inn, I'm resting, I'm going back to the palace, I'm sneaking in, I'm getting 10,000 gold, I'm leaving the palace, I'm going to the inn? Like, that's not good narration. So on the spot, I freestyled so hard, and I think I glazed the shit out of some of the most endless games ever. I know it's a hot take. Absolutely, it is for Arena. I know people still like Daggerfall, but Arena is so charming. And I think if you have a fun enough time with Elder Scrolls, you should absolutely just look back at Arena. Maybe not a full playthrough, but, you know, it's really cool to see this like time capsule of a game, and just like enjoy it. I accidentally saved over my stream slot, but that's okay because the character in stream slot died, which means it's not playable. That's fine. My save slots are so like jumbled, yo. I just save over everything all the time because how much I die. One of these slots is probably like a really old character that died in like episode 3 or something. And he just sat there. Like waiting for me to load back on him. Never will. Do legitimately any of these reduce armor rating? I have picked up so many belts. It's absurd. That one does. It's -3. I'm not even going to equip it if it's ebony, unless it's ebony. Like these are all going to be sold at the next weapon shop I'm in. Only the best. Only the best for me. Rest until fully healed. Okay, 11 at night. We gotta rest for 8 hours, and then it'll be 7 a.m. Dude, because of school, I've gotten so good at calculating time, and not even because they taught me. I mean, obviously they taught me how to like read a clock and shit and math, but like, I've started planning out. Like, okay, if I go to bed at this time, how much sleep will I get before I have to go to school? And that has become like a daily thing when school's in session. Obviously, it's not right now, but that's become like a daily thing. When school's in session, just count 8 hours. So I can tell you what time it'll be 8 hours from just about any time. I am about to get cooked. I'm good at video games and just like physically moved around and dodged it. Nice. I'm happy. Happy with that. How much gold do we have? Do we have a good amount yet? 130k? We'll run it again like a couple more times. I think 150k is what's like safe. So we'll do that. And when we get 150k, we'll buy all the key here. And I'll probably end stream there because I'm gonna make the save there. And we're reaching the 2-hour mark. I could stream for more, but unfortunately, as much as I do love you guys and everybody who tunes in my streams, I also like to watch YouTube. And I also like to hang out with friends and stuff. And maybe, you know, I'll record a video after the stream ends. I've already reached my quota of like 2 for January. They weren't great, but they're videos nonetheless. But maybe I'll upload them. What? It's day 4 of 2026. I've got 2 videos on. I'm honestly happy with that. I've really locked in. But everybody does for the first month. It like if I'm still doing it in February, that's how we know I'm committed. Don't have too much faith in me yet. Wait until February like 14th. Wait until like Valentine's Day, you know, when everybody dedicated to love and stuff and lock in anymore. Probably won't be me. Who needs a girlfriend when I've got Elder Scrolls Arena? No, I'm playing. But I'll probably, I'll be streaming on Valentine's Day. Yeah. But we'll see in February. If I'm still locked in on February, that's how you know it's legit. And that's when the other 860 of you who haven't subscribed yet should subscribe. Because if 858 of you subscribe before the end of the year, I get 1,000 subscribers. and I can start making money off of YouTube. And it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. If I ever make money from any of my career paths, like if anything I do goes pro, because it's my dream, I want to do something I enjoy and make money off of it. So like skateboarding, MMA, or this right here, what I've been doing all the time because I can't do my other two activities right now. I want to get that first paycheck, and my mother has made a joke a lot of times about a steak dinner. You guys know those steaks that come out in briefcases? She wants to have one of those. So I'm not just gonna tell my mom I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna take her out to dinner and have a briefcase steak, and I'm gonna hand her like a fat stack of like $2,000. That's gonna be good. And if y'all can help that dream come true, all you gotta do is watch my videos, yo. Like them, you know, subscribe, comment even, some engagement, yo. All you gotta do is just interact and watch the videos. Totally free on your part. I guess time is money. I mean, shit, just put it on in the background while you go work out or something. Am I good background noise? I like to think I am. Because I don't shut the fuck up. I don't know, I had like a lot on caffeine right before the stream! I can't die. I can't die. No. No. We're good. Okay, thank God. That was scary. But I had a pretty good amount of caffeine like right before this stream, so I'm low-key talkative as shit right now. But that's good. I might start drinking a cup of coffee right before I stream. Because I think it was last stream, I was like fighting to talk, bro. I couldn't think of anything. There's this other streamer I watch kinda, Stuffy G. And one of the first streams I tuned into from him, he was just like, he was talking about how he could not think of anything, dude. He was just so lost when it came to talking. And I think about him a lot. Anytime I'm like, I can't think of what to say while I'm streaming, I think about when he said that. I'm just like, you know, I understand that now. Because he's kind of what inspired me to stream. I can't lie. Stuffy G. Because I watched him like peak in like 1 year. I was like, damn, if he can do it, I can do it. Because, I mean, he played Skyrim one time. That's how I got recommended. I got recommended his Skyrim stream because that's all I get recommended ever. YouTube knows me very well. So I watched that stream, and I was like, hell yeah, if he can do that shit, like, I can't I? Which is no discredit to him, you know? I'm not saying like, oh, I'm better than him, but like, it was low-key a little inspiring. So, also shout out to Stuffy G. He's not like a friend who put me on or anything, but like, if I get popular enough, I'd want to do a collab with him, honestly. Because he's cool. And he played Skyrim one time, so props. What are we buying from this guy? Ebony Belt and an Ebony Torque, which both we can counter for like 20k. So take that. Anytime I read Ebony Belt, I think of that one Marvel interview. How do your pants stay up? Boom. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. I hope I don't sound insane. Got the belt and the torque already. That's awesome. Let me double check, see if I have any -5s. I already have a -5 belt I just bought, and a torque. That's a -4. That's good, but not that good. And none. Not a single ebony pull. That's okay. Because we're gonna go buy it anyway. Yay. No problems at all. Okay. Next up on the list to travel to is going to be Ellen here. Odd. The restaurant next to my house is playing music again. I want to move. Oh my god, where's Ellen here? Am I blind? I was there earlier. I had to go there to buy other stuff. Yo. Riyadh, Northwall, Falls, we're playing. Oh, okay. It's the big town. I didn't read the name on. I am a little blind. Okay, so we got a belt and a twerk from the other place, so let me cross off the twerk on my notepad. We're just gonna buy a bracelet and a katana. We're gonna go to the Mages Guild first. Southeast. Nice. It should be easy to spot, because I think the one here in Ellen here is like bright blue. Yeah, perfect. Oh my goodness. It's right there too. Such a blessing. Okay. We're gonna buy magic item. Bracelet, because we already have a tour. Right. Beautiful. X-Men. Archmage will murder me for my software. They're so reluctant to give us this stuff. Which I kind of get. It's ebony, you know? Like, it's kind of insane pricing. But like, they talk so brutally. The Archmage will rip out my soft heart because I was too kind and sold this guy ebony. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna rip out your heart for that, dude. Maybe they would. It was medieval times. I had a friend whose dad, like... I had a friend's dad's employee. So my friend's dad owned a company, and one of his employees, like made an order, or like accepted an order for like something they couldn't actually hold up, like made a fake ass promise. But they signed a contract or something. I don't know the whole story. But one of his employees did some stupid shit that caused the company to like go under, basically. And I don't think my friend's dad ripped out his employee's heart. Maybe he did. I mean, I don't know for sure. But I don't think that was like his first instinct, at least. Probably fired the guy. But I definitely don't think like the go-to, like off rip, was like ripping out his heart like some sort of Aztec sect. I think that might come later, you know. Maybe after a heated argument you would do that, but I don't think that's the first instinct, unfortunately. If I remember correctly, Vintage Accoutrements was inside of like a hedge. Like you had to walk through like a grass wall to get to it. Unless I'm a cuckoo. Almost 5 provisions, both came from Vintage Accoutrements. Pretty pleased. Basic centers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, this is like one of the... There's only 2 armories we have to go inside of, and I'm pretty sure it was this one that we had to go through like grass, or like a grass wall. Unless I'm like absolute... No, okay, I think this should be it, if I'm remembering correctly. It is, okay, yeah. I thought I was tweaking for a second, and the ebony kite shield, or ebony round shield, was the one that was in the hedge. I was like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't, you know. From what I remember, at least. 14,000? How about 500? Okay, sure, but how about 9,500? That's a good deal. 9,500. Very well. 9,600. Okay, 9,600. That's all we had to do. Set up push for a little bit extra. That's fine. That little extra 100 gold, no problem. while we're here, actually, I'm going to sell a lot of stuff to him. And also buy a set of leather armor. Sell longsword, sell the dichotom, sell the flail, and sell everything else as well. A little mark, not bad. This crystal sells for a lot too. I think it's crazy none of these had ebony because these are selling for a lot. I need to remember to grab this shit. Oh my goodness, look at all this extra money. Absolutely, grab that stuff when grinding is on table. The profit you make. Goodness. I mean, we just replaced like 2 trips to the palace. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh wait, buy leather. Let's not forget to do that. If it's not over like 100 gold, it's genuinely just not even worth it to negotiate. We bought both pauldrons. I am so bad at tracking what I just bought. I think that was the boots I just bought. Yeah, so next is greaves, and then last we have to buy is the helmet. And I feel like we're missing something. Maybe we're not, but I mean, let's equip it and find out. Yeah, we're missing the cuirass. Wait a minute. We're missing like the most important part. It slipped in my mind. Does he even have one? I didn't see it. Oh no, it's just down here. Okay. Weird. We still got it though. Happy. Now we're all dripped out. We got to go to a couple more places. We've got to go to Ghislaine, Hagathi, and Skaven. Let's go to Skaven. I'm starting to remember where these towns are, dude. This is getting more and more efficient each time. Because I wrote it down on a notepad, so I'm following a step-by-step like thing right now. It's like a cooking recipe. I think we just go to the Mages Guild for the rest of these. Southeast. It should be this way. Yes. Okay, I'm getting better at telling which way is southeast because I was looking east. So if I looked right, it would have been south. It would look halfway right. 45 degrees. I think this was one of the ones that was like really obviously like differently colored and just right there. We'll have to find out. I missed it. I absolutely missed it. I touched the wall. Where are you? Mages Guild. Oh, here it is. Okay, nice. Look at that. It's so easy to find the Mages Guilds. Like, it's genuinely a walk in the park compared to everything else. From you, this is Skaven. We have to buy the amulet. We also have to get the Crystal of Huge. But for the end of the amulet, how about 20k? How about 20k? How about 20k? Nice. Excellent. Excellent pressed on potions. Low key though, we do need potions. Cure poison or cure disease? There should be a cure disease. No. Yeah. We're gonna buy 100. Will murder my soft heart, or whatever he says. Because, I mean, ghouls give the disease, and we don't want that. We don't need cure paralysis, though, because we are high elf. That's the only reason I'm picking this class. I don't even know if it's a good idea. Like, there could be a much better race to pick. But because I hate paralysis so much, and I died to it in my first playthrough so many times, I'm like traumatized. And I'm going high elf. I did dark elf on my first. I always do dark elf on my first playthrough. That's like my go-to race. But, you know, you get paralyzed enough times, and you're kind of willing to make that change. Yeah, sure, whatever. Genuinely don't even care that much about them. I can go run back to the palace and get 10,000 gold without a problem. Not even worried. I gotta go to Hagathi. Hagathi. It's down here, yeah. I'm remembering. Mage's Guild. Excuse, come here. I need to ask where the Mage's Guild. South, okay. That's southeast, this is south. I am so good at directions. I can't even, like, I can't say, like, it's bad that I'm bad at it, because I know so many people who still need to, like, hold up their hands and do the L thing for their lesson rights. And these people are like, I know somebody who is very intelligent, like a fucking 3.8 GPA, honors student, is, like, tutoring other kids for math and stuff, that does the L trick with their hands. Who find left from right. And I don't understand that, because I feel like that is such, like, a naturally learnable thing. I mean, obviously there's no, like, definition. Like, left is just to your left, bro. Like, it's much like a language, you know? You just kind of have to grow up to know it. But, like, I don't know. That feels like a very learnable. I think we already got a torque, yeah. It's just a belt. So, no, we already got the belt. And the bracelet, and the torque. And the amulet. What are we here for? The password? Yeah, probably. Such an expensive item. Now we just go get the Mark of Levitation from the lane, and then we have to head to Black Marsh. This one. I need to remember, they're all fortress towns. They're all the castle towns in Hammerfell. Except for Chaseguard. But the rest of them have, like, hella ebony. Like, it's kind of crazy. Mage's Guild. South, did he say southwest? Or southeast? Southwest, okay. As always, it is easily identifiable because you can see it, like the spirals in the wall over the hedges and all that. Oh, I love my Mage's Guild. Click on the door, please. There we go. I love the Mage's Guild. It's so nice. You know, I learned that from a speedrun. Being able to click on people from far away. I didn't know you could do that until, like, very late. Mark of Levitation. I'm just gonna set that because it's, like, not even. And I don't feel like bargaining. It's like 2 buttons, but I'm lazy. I think being lazy in video games is fun. I mean, I know I just was, but, like, I think it's a little funny because you're literally sitting down and pressing buttons. That's no effort. It's a time thing for me. I don't know. It's not even like an effort thing. It's very easy. But the 15 seconds it takes, Arena is such a slow game. So I don't know. like, in terms of effort, nothing about this is hard. Because, like, real effort is, like, cardio. You know what I mean? Like, finger cardio? I don't know if that's a thing. Do esports people train cardio? I wonder if that... I need to look. I want to do, like, a esports training camp just to experience that. That'd be another fun experience. Interview Todd Howard, do like an esports training camp. Like, go find like Team Moist or something. And be like, okay, well, how do you guys train? Like, I'm curious. What's the regimen like? I guess that depends on the game, probably. CS:GO maybe. I don't want to play League of Legends ever, so I probably wouldn't do that. I hope they don't play League. Maybe Valorant. I don't know if Valorant's esports. Probably. It's kind of big. It's made by Riot. You know, same people made League. It's got to be in there. But just in general, like, I kind of want to know, like, is it like a practice? Like, do you have to attend practice, or do you just play on your own time? You know, what's the structure there? I wonder if they'd even let me publicize that. Is that like insider information? Is that something where you can't just like tell people that? Because otherwise other teams will know your training schedule. I have so many questions. South. Again, I didn't actually read that. Did that say Southwest or Southeast? I glanced at it. Southwest. Okay, I was okay. They're not even like that hard to distinguish from one another. One starts with an E and one starts with a W. I'm just like not looking. I'm like actually disassociating every time they respond to my answer. Just tweaking. We're just gonna go this way as far as we can. When we see another person, and we're gonna ask them. Here's the finest triangulation method. You should never need to ask more than like 3 people. And they marked it on the map. What a banger! Oh, it's right there. Oh my goodness. Glorious person. Marking it on the map for us like a hero. What are we buying from them? How many round shield of luck? That's right. 12,000 gold. About 9,000. About 9,000. About 9,000. About 9,000. Fine, bro. Okay, you want to be stingy and get that 180. I'm rich. I don't care. We're still level 32k. I think that's something. Any amulet brings us down to -20 in some areas, -13 in others. 99 potions of cure disease on the way. 99 potions of cure disease. Let's go get our spells. Let's just go to the mage guild here. We're in town. Ask around for it. Might be nice to know for later. Since this is like the last stop. Northeast? Let me make sure I clicked on the right thing. Northeast. Okay, it should be exactly behind me. Yeah. Since this is like always our last stop, we should probably learn where the Mage's Guild is, just so we don't have to like fast travel back to Chase Guard, where I like always know where the Mage's Guild is, because I go there all the time. Although this might be the last time I'm doing this, because I'm just gonna save after setup. Because realistically, the first dungeon is light. You guys have seen me complete it a million times. You know, we can cut it off. We'll just add the spells right here, and then we'll start, like... We'll go to Rehad, and that's the start, you know? It's like getting out of Helgen. Like, do you really want to go through the Helgen sequence every single time? I mean, maybe. We might do that, actually. It depends. Because that's not long. That takes, like, 20 minutes at most. This takes a full hour of setup. I've timed it. It's a problem. How much magic do we have? I need to forget some spells too. Oh, look. Passport. Really invisibility from my spellbook. Please. We keep Passwell. We already have that. 143 is what we're working with. Same as last time. Okay. Spellmaker. Effects. Ability. 82. Yeah, sure. 2 rounds every level. And this would be invisible. That we will barely use, to be honest. It's nice to have, but I really, I want to fight through stuff, so I don't care that much. And then 2 damage health spells. One that does, 1,000,000 damage per level. Because we can just do that. Oh, it's 197. Let me turn that down a little. Let me cool my jets. Okay, 37. We're level 3 right now. 90. 100. 107 damage? What's 9 times 7? Or 3 times 7. 21, right? Yeah. 21 plus 90 is 111. 111 damage from this spell. That is evil. That's pretty bad. Or I guess 112 because the plus 1. Big damage. Buy that spell. Effects. Damage health. I think we can do is it 15? 143. What did we say that was? We said that was 47, right? Because 120. Yeah. So whatever costs less than 47, as close as we can get it to that number. Oh, on the dot. Full damage. We buy that spell, and then a shield spell. That's what I was doing. Great shield. Hit points per level. Too high. 15? 13. We can do 13. Can we do 14? That'd be nice. No. It's 143. So unfortunately we can do 13 though. Which at level 3 is 39, so almost 40. 40 I guess. Because the 1 hit point. So 40 plus whatever we have right now. Not bad. Cool. And that's everything. Let's go to Rihad. Because I don't think it's wrong to start with the Rihad quest if we're going to do it like this. Although we need to sleep outside first. What time is it? How much time do we have to sleep for? 5 in the morning? Literally 1 hour and we're good. Perfect. And no enemies are nearby, right? Yes. Okay, awesome. Palace, man. Let me dive walk actually a little faster. And then we're gonna save as soon as we step outside the palace, and that's where we'll pick up from every single time. Right here is officially the start of everything. We are going to save it under a different one though, in case people complain. Salty too. And there we go. That's all I got today.
probably good 2 hours-ish, 2.5. Really clean stream. Hope y'all enjoy it as per usual. Have a good one, and don't die. That shit kills you.